Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, Head Currency Analyst. In this video I'm going to take you through a few currency pairs of interest this week and how we could potentially look at the market shaping up. Now, over the weekend we've had some news about the coronavirus and how that it's starting to spread globally, which is causing a bit of risk off in the market. So a lot of the strength and weakness details of this week are a little bit thrown off. So I won't show you that just today. We'll see how the market plays out, but essentially we're seeing a lot of strength come into the risk off assets such as the Japanese yen, and the reason being, if we go take a quick look at the stock markets, look at the Dow dropping today. Yes, on the weekend analysis, I was looking at the Dow and I saw that the market had double topped pretty much up at those recent all-time highs. And I said to myself, well, that looks likely to come and drop back down into this key level where we could assume that the neckline support would be on this double top pattern. Now, if the market holds here, there could be some potential upside. However, because of that risk-off sentiment in the market, we're actually seeing a breakthrough currently. We're 15 minutes away from the US Open, so we'll be watching to see how the market does react here. If we get a false breakout, there could be some upside to this market with price just basically coming in here and then just basically, you know, forming some kind of double top pattern or a higher low pattern here on this 4-hour time frame for a potential move back up, potentially closing this market gap up in here. So that is one thing we can look for on the Dow Jones. That would obviously mean that the risk on would be back, but at the moment this risk off is playing into the market. So what we may actually see is a continued breakdown potentially into the next supporting level, which comes in around about this zone through here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be watching for. Now, in line with that risk off sentiment that we're seeing currently, we could be looking for yen buying opportunities, and one that I particularly like is CAD yen. Now, we spoke about a potential long opportunity on this week. However, last week we spoke about a long opportunity, but we didn't get it because the market basically broke out those highs and just completely rallied up. We were looking for a pullback into this level of resistance. If my charts want to load. Seems like my mouse has frozen. 1 second. Oh, it doesn't want to play ball. I think the battery's just run out of my mouse. But essentially what we had here was the market break out of these highs, and we were looking for that pullback to go long here, but in fact the market just continued to rally up into that weekly resistance zone that we can see just on here, and it started to push down. So I do like this market quite a lot, just even to come back into these previous daily breakout highs around about that 83 level. So what I'm really watching for here is any type of significant crossover in our key averages and see if we can get any kind of pullback opportunities to go short, because I do feel that with this risk off sentiment, CAD yen should drop in towards this 83 level. Obviously we're in CAD Swiss, that's moving great now. The market gapped down, it came back up, it retested that area we actually spoke about last week, in line with that low just through there. I think it was a 4-hour sort of low, yep, just in here, that we were looking for the market to break out, retest and drop, and it's continuing down to our targets nicely here. It would be a good start to the week if this one really does come through. So we're just watching this, seeing how this does play out. We are very, very close to those targets, so if you want, you can move your stop loss down to that break-even area now and just manage the position going forward. We've had a good move down on this. Working my way backwards, just want to go to Euro US dollar, and we had a really nice weekly reversal candle setup here in line with the monthly sort of level. So if I just zoom out a little bit, you can see the market was finding some support and resistance over here in the past, and we're starting to see that on the weekly time frame now. So it doesn't really coincide with risk. Obviously, typically in risk off markets, we'd look for the market to basically buy the US dollar. However, the dollar is at an extreme. Euro is starting to see a little bit of strength, and what I really love about this market is the fact that we've formed formed a new 4-hour higher high. Look where the price has come back to. So I'm just going to mark this zone out with horizontal lines. Previous structure highs. Look at the hourly time frame, starting to find a little bit of a bottom in here. So this is a good sign that we could be seeing a little bit of upside to euro US dollar. Market finding some kind of support on this hourly time frame to go long. I'm going to watch how that hourly closes, because although I don't typically trade Monday events, I like to see the close. There could be a good opportunity to go long in here with targets of this previous structure high just sitting around about this level. But we'll see how this market does play out. But I like the fact that the 4-hour change cyclicity, we've come back down, we've tested those 4-hour highs and open closes prices. We're forming some nice wiki price action in here. The price action really struggling to kind of break through these lows through there. Nice wicks to the downside, market failing at that point. But I really want to see that US open. I want to see how the US takes to this latest risk off sentiment in the market. If they shrug it off, then we could see euro dollar rally up into that sort of area there. Now obviously with risk off sentiment, there could be some pressure on the Australian dollar and the New Zealand dollar this week. Kiwi still at that supporting area. It's just forming a bit of a bullish candle. Not really clear what's going on here at the moment because of that gap. But Aussie has broken through key resistance. So we could see, again, a nice little pullback on this currency pair, and then a continuation down at that point. So what I'm looking for really is for these markets just to pull back, give us a little bit of a retracement trade, look into those 4 hours then to see if we can get a short opportunity back down to the lows before making any other moves. Okay, so thanks for joining me for this video update. Thanks for joining me for the market outlook, and if you have any questions or anything like that, drop them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.